Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your January 2019 love reading. I'm Jade with Yes, 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 and thank you so much for coming to my channel. I wanted to first just say I'm so grateful for all of the likes and the shares and the subscribes, all of your comments and all of your feedback. I really appreciate it all. And if any of these readings resonate for you, I'd love to hear more, so please leave a comment in the section below. If you are interested in any of the cards that I work with, or if you'd like to work with me on a personal level, like have a personal reading, that information is also in the box below. So let's get started. I have a new deck. This is the Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection by Mike Dooley. And this is the overall for, I'm going to use this for every sign. Things are about to get really juicy. So yes, they are. And I want to pull one specifically for you, Cancer, for January 2019. This reading's going to go through to Valentine's Day. So mid-month to mid-month. Here we go. Mid-month to mid-month for Cancer. I think this is a good one. Everyone is doing their best. So what does that mean? It means that we're doing our best. We're trying our hardest. Everybody's doing great. So let's not question if we're loving enough. Let's not question if we're being loved enough. Let's look at everything from the perspective that everyone's trying and doing their best. Let's see how that relates to the cards. So I've pre-shuffled. I'm going to do a few more. We're going to use the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, and I'm looking for the path between the masculine and the feminine. So I'm only looking for those two cards and the cards in between. Okay? So let's see where this all begins. The story begins for Cancer for January 2019. Okay, that's going to be our top card. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out the cards, and I'm looking for the feminine and the masculine significators. There's the masculine. Okay, so here we go. So what's in between the masculine and the feminine is the mountain. Let me do this one by one. So there's our masculine, and now we have the mountain. Next card is the sun, the mice, oops, the anchor, the scythe, the ring, the letter. Am I going to run out of space here? We'll see. The clouds, the fox, the rider, the dog, the tree, the house. Oh, I think we're out of the focus. Hold on here. We can do this. I was not expecting such a long journey, okay, to the masculine and feminine. The clover, the book, the stars, the moon, the coffin. This is like full reading, Cancer. Okay, I'm going to step this back some. Then I can get this last line in. The birds, and there she is, the feminine. Okay, what a journey we have here. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this. Obviously, we have quite a journey between the two. So what I'm feeling like is that the masculine and feminine are both doing their best on their own. They're doing their best in their own lives, and love may be kind of on the back burner at the moment, okay? Let's see how the cards lay us out here. So there's something about this man who is, the masculine, who is a little guarded. It's a slow movement for him. He's got some challenges that he's working through. But what I will say, if you are in the masculine, is that those challenges will be successful on the other side. So we just have a slow movement towards success. There is a worry about the success, or about the stability, the ongoing the longevity of this success. Now, this could be work, it could be love. I mean, we're having a love reading. So I don't know if this is the masculine just hoping that he would have a successful relationship. This is can be a relationship card here. So let's see. So the masculine is challenged in feeling stable with having success of a new relationship or a new commitment that comes quickly. Okay, so if you are the masculine and you are in a new relationship, you are challenged right now at seeing that this relationship could last. Okay, the other thing is that if you are the feminine, your masculine is moving towards you, but this is what he's working through. He's working through the challenge of seeing the relationship lasting, or the longevity of the situation. Doesn't mean that it won't always, it won't come out and it won't reveal itself in time, but right now that's what he's really challenged in seeing. Now there's the letter here, and that is, I'm going to actually switch some cards around here. So the letter is a written word. So there's some type of texting, chatting online, some type of written words, and this actually could be a contract of some sort. So it could be a marriage that we're discussing here, that the masculine is just kind of a little nervous about, a new marriage, but there's some confusion in these words, and that word, the confusion, is coming from maybe there's a little bit of self-interest that's being brought forward, and it could be being brought forward by the self-interest versus loyalty to the partnership. So if this is an ongoing situation, the masculine right now is a little challenged at seeing the longevity of the situation, and there is some kind of written word that's happening where the question is, am I going to state my needs, or am I going to move forward in partnership even though it may not serve my needs? How do I bridge the gap, right? How do we move forward in partnership and serve my needs is seems to be the question, because this is a self-serving card and this is a loyalty card. So we want to see how those two can meet, and we want to meet them in a healthy, happy longevity, in a long-term way. That's what the tree is about. So and the tree, even here with the house, is again more stability. Perhaps this couple is living together. Now, if this is not something that is going on for you currently, this is energy that the masculine is working out on his own, because he's working his way towards you. Okay, so we're here at this wanting this longevity, wanting this stable relationship where perhaps we're living together and making a beautiful family. That's pretty much in between where both of you reside. Okay, where both of you are feeling like you want, this is the similar dream. I feel like that's the meeting place. Now for the feminine, we're moving through some talks, some gossip that could be surrounding the feminine, or she could be involved in this gossip, but a chatty. It's not terrible. It's just, it's a lot of like, and this could be the relationship too, is that there's a combination of talk around the relationship as well as the two kind of bickering maybe, but I think that it's going to work out. And again, I'm going to say that this is moving towards the feminine. I think it's going to work out. There's going to be some truth being told that is something that's going to move this relationship forward past some emotional issues. Now, the lady is sitting here with the coffin, which the coffin is generally a card of transformation or endings. So if there is an emotional breakthrough, I feel like that it could go both ways. So if you are the feminine, you may be feeling very emotional. If you're in a relationship, you might be highly emotional about this relationship and not really knowing how it's going to work out. Again, longevity is the question here. But if you have yet to meet this partner, then right now you're pushing through this emotional issue because you want to get to this longevity. You want to get to this shared dream that you have, this possible commitment that can come together. So it's a very long journey. Again, this is a very general reading. So I hope some of those things can be pulled upon, and it's quite a bit of information, but what it's telling me is that there's some insecurity from the masculine about longevity in either a new relationship or wanting to have that type of relationship. And actually it could be an older relationship because we have these two cards. It could be a marriage. On the feminine, there's emotional insecurity. There's some issue that we want to bring to an end, that we want to transform here. And there's going to have to be some conversation that takes place in order for both the masculine and the feminine to meet in this shared dream of longevity and stability at the home, and even this loyalty of the relationship together. Okay, so I hope that that makes sense. And let us move forward. I've got another little bit for you. So I want to pull from both the Line Strider and from the Klimt Tarot. And this will tell me a little bit about specifically more what the masculine and feminine are going through. So I have pre-shuffled. I'm going to just give a few more just to get your specific energy, Cancer, January 2019. The feminine deck is ready. And for the masculine, for Cancer, 2019. I feel like that masculine's ready. All right. So feminine, we are the Emperor. The Emperor is coming out in reverse, okay? But I'm going to talk to you about it right side up. The reason why is that I started this reading and I had an issue with the camera, so I had to start over. The Emperor came out for you initially in the last reading, so I'm going to read it upright as well as in reverse. I feel it might be for you, the energy overall, is that the Emperor is a card of doing. It's a card of action. It's taking care of business, creating the world that you want, moving forward in the life and in the life path as terms of work and manifestation. So this is definitely masculine energy, and it's making you are taking the reins and making life the way that you want. This is really about work, but it's also about creativity. And even if you need to change the way that your life once was, it's the act of that change. So if we're going back to how do we get to an emotionally stable place, you are in the place of making action to do so. Now, if it's upright, what that would just mean is that we are trying to manifest that. You are really working on how to make clear decisions that will take you to the next place that you really want to be in life. And that will be the next spread. Don't worry, we'll go a little bit further, okay? So the Emperor is out for you, and I'm turning him up right side up. Now, for the masculine, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Now, this is a really beautiful card. It's interesting in this deck. It's a pregnancy. I'm not going to read it that way. The Eight of Pentacles is about mastery. It's about working hard and being recognized for the hard work. So I see a lot of hard work and action and making your path known, really forging your way forward for both the masculine and the feminine for you, Cancer. So perhaps you're pulling yourself out of this emotional issue that you might have had, pulling yourself out of the challenges that you might have felt, and you're starting to move forward, which I think is exactly right. Everyone's doing their best, including you. So let's go back. Feminine energies, we also have the Queen of Wands, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune. We love seeing that. So the Queen of Wands, again, action card, moving forward. She is mastery of creating what she wants in her life. So if you have a new work project, if you have a new artistic project, anything that you want to create, even if it's that you want to create a family, create this longevity in this relationship, you can do so. Now, again, this is a love reading. So we're talking about if you really want to manifest a love relationship, or if you want to manifest the longevity of your love relationship, you are perfectly capable of doing so. You have the power. When you're in your feminine, when you are accepting your queenliness, you are able to create anything that you want. The Page of Pentacles here is in reverse, which means to basically the pages are messages. So there is some communication that's being pulled back, and it's a communication of stability. So if you are the feminine and you need to express yourself to the masculine, I want you to say to your masculine that you want stability, or that you can offer the stability to the relationship, one or the other, but it needs to be communicated, and there's something that's being held back from that. And I think once you release that, once that communication floods and is allowed to press forward, Then you have your Wheel of Fortune. Then you have everything shifts and the energies can move forward in the way in which you have tried to manifest. Okay, so the only thing that's really coming out here, obviously, from the cards and the advice, is that there's some type of communication that needs to come through. And we actually saw that in the earlier spread with the communication between you and the partner. Talk about what your desires are. Talk about the honest needs that you have for longevity in the relationship or in any relationship. And if you are not currently in relationship, when you meet someone new, speak honestly up front about what your hard yeses and hard nos are in relationship, because then everyone will be right in line with you, and then your Wheel of Fortune will come rolling in and life will reveal itself exactly in the way that you've been manifesting. Okay, for masculines, we have the Sun card, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, and we have the King of Swords. I love this. So the Sun card is all of the energy, the action, the blessings, all of the beauty that you want to create, that you want to feel. It's also a card of Leo. So if you have any kind of feelings of youthfulness, joy, creativity, you want to get out there and explore, that is all of the energy of the Sun card. It is a card of feeling like, and you're in your childlike wonder. Okay, so because it's upright, it means that you're getting through any kind of issues, any kind of challenges, and you're meeting yourself on the other side. You're getting to a place where you have all of the power to really manifest and create everything that you want, because that's what the Sun card can be. Even this couple here, they are embracing underneath this beautiful sunlight. So everything that you want, you're just starting to push through. It's beautiful. The Ten of Wands being in reverse, you've laid whatever burdens, whatever challenges, you're pushing them down so that you can move forward. You're putting everything down so that you can move into this King of Swords. So again, we have the cards guiding us through being very decisive in our words. And the thing about the King of Swords is sometimes he can be a little hurtful. So do be aware that if you can be a little bit more compassionate in your wording, then your feminine will meet you in the halfway mark without feeling emotionally insecure. And I think we saw that earlier. So for the masculine, do make sure that you are going to soften your words, but do be decisive with what you need to say. Same thing, feminine, make sure that you're saying what you need to, and your specific message is about stability. So if it's about needing stability or offering stability. Masculine, yours is about stating what your needs are and stating what the dreams are that you're creating here. Whatever this beautiful childlike, and I'm saying that because that's the Leo card there, it's about what perhaps you even dreamt of as a child. This, if it's a love relationship that you've been dreaming of, stating the needs to create that, putting whatever burdens and challenges down to get to this place. It's really all about a clear communication so that you can both masculine and feminine manifest. And I really do believe that everyone's doing their best here. There's a lot of action cards. You guys are not sitting back and letting the world take you for the ride. You are actually steering yourself towards your fortune, towards the sun, and towards everything that you want to create with another in relationship. This is a beautiful reading, Cancer. I really hope it resonates. If it does, please leave me a comment below or like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I'll send you all of my love.